Antoine, I guess now people out here, and frankly across kind of maybe the country know about your story and all that. How has that changed? Your life. People know about you and stuff. Do they come up to you and talk about it, or?
No, well, people just like, we're happy you're here, which is always good to hear. It's not overwhelming or anything. I don't look at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Most people just like, oh, Antoine, hey, we're happy you're here. Okay, I'm like, yeah, I'm happy I'm here too. So I feel it feels pretty good. The people around here are awesome. I could not have asked for anything more, So that's
how's the stability, bud?
awesome. Like I don't have to, but I'm trying to keep the field and everything stabilized, because I think just like out of everything, this was the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life, was play football for Boise State. Like I thought it's nothing like junior college. So I came here, I thought I was gonna have a motor, I was gonna have this and that. Yeah, man, it's a total different speed. And when you got Coach Caldwell down your back all the time, trying to make sure you do everything right is pretty tough. So it's stable, home wise, everything's great. I'm so grateful, but football's still hard. So
how is that transition to football going, and just with the you have I guess better facilities and better training and all that stuff, and just how's the adjustment going?
Man, it's hard. It's hard, man. I can't even explain to you. Like I came here, and the first week I kind of lost myself. I was like, man, who made this workout? I didn't know what was going on, and it hit me with it quick. It wasn't just, yeah, we're gonna walk you through it. They like threw me in the fire, and I never worked out like that before. I never been through a training like that before, and I was like, man, I kind of was thinking like, man, park bench sound pretty good right now a couple of times, because it was. Like it was hard, man. It was really, really hard.
Was the hard work paying off?
Yeah, I'm in better shape than I ever was in my life. I still have to work though. It's my first year doing this workout, and it's my first year playing this level of football, and it's not, like I said, it's not like any other level below it, and I'm just continually working, just trying to get better.
What's it been like, just having, considering everything you've gone through and all that stuff, just to, be suiting up and, playing at this level and actually getting on the field and playing a good role in this team?
It's exhilarating. Like I'm every time I hit the field and I see the field, I'm like, man, I'm here. Like it's crazy. I'm here, and I see all these fans. Like, man, it's real. Like. I can't believe I'm here. So that's how I feel every time I look at it. But also, I'm still in tune with the game, because I want to be the best that I can be at all times, and I want to help the team as much as I can, So it's a win-lose. You look at everything, you're like, yes, I'm here. But also you're still thinking, like, man, I gotta make some plays, too. Like, I'm here now. I got to make some plays.
What did it mean to you, the way the school and the community kind of rallied around you, tried to help you out and ease that transition those last couple weeks at JC?
I felt loved. You know what I mean? I really, like I said, I didn't really ask nobody for help. And it brought the human factor into everything. Like people were actually human. Like they cared about somebody they didn't even know, and that was surprising to me. And it changed my outlook on a lot of things, and that it opened my heart up a lot more. Even though my heart was already open, it even opened my heart up a lot more to a lot of other things maybe I have never paid attention to. So that was pretty cool. Taught me a valuable lesson.
I think I heard you were eating at like an Irish restaurant, all 3 meals a day at like an Irish restaurant or something like that. Is that what it was?
Man, I was in heaven. I ain't never seen so much food at one time in a long time like that, and that was cool. That was so cool, and I gained like 20 pounds too, and it hurt me when I got here because, like I said, they threw me in the fire. Didn't ask me if I wanted to go or not, and but I lost it all, so that was good. But that was awesome.
Have any family, friends been able to come up here and see you play, or did they go see you in the road games? Or?
My Uncle Doug came up here. that was awesome. He came up here last week for the ULL game, and he said one of the best experiences in his life. So that was pretty cool. And my girlfriend's here, so that's awesome too.
So she moved up here then with you?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's attending Boise State.
Oh, cool. How much does that helped you too with the transition and all that?
It's a big transition for her because she's never been away from home. So I'm using what I know about being away from home to help her now because she's like, I'm away from home. And so it's been a big transition for her, but I think everything's going pretty well right now.
Back in May, how quickly did kind of things start to happen? I mean, when did you hear about the NCAA waiver, and what was your reaction once you got the call from Boise State that they could help?
Man, so what happened with that was Jay Tuss from KTV TV texted me, was like, hey, man, you hear about the waiver? What waiver? What a waiver? I go look online. Oh, okay. They said I couldn't believe it. I kind of felt, I was scared at first. I was like, all right, the NCAA passed this waiver. Where are the spies? Where are the cameras? You know, because they don't just do that for anybody at all. They don't budge like that. So I was like, man, I'm gonna have a Hawkeye on me. I can't sneeze. Can't go to the bathroom. Yeah, I was happy, but then I was like, man, I don't want to mess with them like that. You know, so I felt like I couldn't really explain how I felt at the moment. I just couldn't believe all that was happening at once. Like the story came out, and it just blew up like that. Then everything just started coming down. Like everything I prayed for started happening.
But I mean, they had you in a hotel like that night, right? I mean, it happened pretty fast.
Yeah, like it happened pretty fast. I went from like sleeping in the car, and I was like in a hotel bed. I'm like, man, what? I started jumping in the bed. I was like, man, I couldn't believe it. I was like astounded. I couldn't believe it.
When was it that you were kicked out of the place you were living at down there?
I was kicked out around the end of May or something like that. In the middle of May, like that. And then I just stayed in the car with Amaya, and then if she had like money from her job, we would then stay at this like a little hotel called Cool Motor Inn or something like that. And that lasted a certain amount of time, but I kind of was just okay sleeping in the car. I really didn't care if somebody knew or didn't know. You know what I mean? I had the scholarship already, so I was like, I'm just going to ride it out. I always ride it out, so I'm going to ride it out.
Did you have offers anywhere else, or was this?
I had people looking at me. Most people were scared because they didn't think I was going to finish school or anything, but I knew I was because I had it on my mind that I was not going to be there for long. So I got that done.
You had a lot of classes your last semester, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many hours do you have?
I think like 23 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Hard classes? Or?
Yeah, they were hard. Most of them was online and stuff, and then I had class at school, 12 units at, 11 units at Fullerton, and the rest were online, and I had to get it done either many days on the computer, just sleeping on the computer, not going nowhere.
You guys have been one of the best defensive lines so far in the country this year. What makes you guys so good?
Coach Caldwell is old school, hard nosed. You gonna stay in your gap and do your job mentality. Like God does not play, you know, and that brings straight. This whole team is based off of discipline. You know, nobody just comes here and expect to just, you know, be lackadaisical and walk around and do whatever they want. You're going to be disciplined. You're going to do what you're told. And you're going to do it right. And you're going to do it fast. And that's how Coach Caldwell played.
Who were one of the main coaches that recruited you?
Coach Brown. It was a plethora of them, actually. It was Coach Brown, Coach Caldwell, and I think the wide receiver coach, too. Yeah.
Antoine, what's it like, again, you know, after practice at the end of the night, you're going to go to your home, and you know your home is going to be there, and you also have a car that's going to get you there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, still, it's great knowing that you got to go. I'm going home and stuff. Like I said, this is the hardest thing I still had to do is play football here. You got to know you had to get up in the next morning. You got to be here on time. like I said, it's a win-lose thing. I'm so grateful that I have my own things now, but the reality set in, like, this is college football, so it don't get no easier from here.
How do you
know?
think you've played on the field so far?
I'm still learning. I'm still learning to do everything right all the time, and not some of the time. So that's what I'm really working on. Trying to be explosive every play, not all some of the plays. And that would definitely help the team out more if I can just do that. So it's been okay, but it can be totally better.
We talked about you still being somewhat raw as a football player. I mean, you've really only been playing for a few years now. The coaches said that you've really dedicated to spending a lot of time in this building. What have you taken upon yourself to try to improve?
I just try to watch film, at least see what's going on. Anytime I get, I just go in there with like the seniors like Bo, Tyler Horn, and it'd be funny because Tyler's still going there and he's not even playing, so that's kind of inspiring. Like, just be up in there and he ain't even doing nothing. And I just go sit in there with Bo, and see, what I need to do. Because, of course, I know Bo's going to tell me what I've done wrong. He don't even play the position, but he knows what's going on. And he can tell me if I was in my gap or not, what I need to do. So I like to stay in there with those guys. And I D-line stay in the film room. Most of those guys are always in there all the time.
You talked about Coach Caldwell and how fond of him you are, but when you were coming here, you liked the fact that he had that SEC kind of mentality.
Yeah, I did.
How have you kind of adapted and responded to his coaching style?
Sometimes I'm down. I'm like, man, tearing my behind right now, and I don't know what to do. But it's all the more, to help you, and he brings that anger that's needed out of you. You know what I mean? Because after Coach Caldwell finished telling you a piece of his mind about what you need to be doing, you have a little chip on your shoulder after that, so you want to get it done. And that's how this D-line has played the whole year. They have a chip on the shoulder, like we don't play with nobody with the run, and we're going to stop the run regardless of what anybody's talking about.
Have you taken a moment out on the blue just to kind of ever soak things in at any point in time? And do you still carry your past with you out there at all?
One time we on the blue is work, so I don't have enough time to soak nothing left. Either I'm running or I'm running. That's it. I'm just running. So I don't know. I visualize it at night when I'm laying down. I just think about it like I'm here and I have 2 shots. You know what I mean? I have this year and next year, and you got to make the most of it. But be able to eat every day and not worry about much, that's just a blessing from God, and I cannot ask for nothing more from this school for what it's done for me. So that's pretty awesome.
You've been put in there, to contribute quite a bit right away. Has this surprised you at all, how much you've been asked to do right away here?
No, I wasn't surprised at all. I was expecting to do a lot, especially just for this city. Like, I love this team and I love this city. And I wanted to do as much as I can for the city and his team. Just to pay my respects for everything they've done for me. So I'm just hoping one of these games I can have 100,000 sacks in one game and 20,000 tackles for loss, just to say thank you.